not too long, right? We don't want those copyright strikes, but Harvey, man, what a time, right? I mean, it's getting closer to Thanksgiving. Great time of the year. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I know on Thursday, I think we may have a little kickoff special, and maybe you could kind of tell us what's on the menu there at the Zuniga residence, because people don't know this about you, but you're actually a pretty good chef, man.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty good at cooking, man. Well, I'm not gonna cook this Thanksgiving. I'm gonna make some apple dumplings, but that's pretty much it. I'm actually going to my brother's house. And my sister-in-law Diana, man, she cooks it up, man, and my brother. So we have like two turkeys, stuffing, macaroni and cheese.
Oh, hold on. We're
Uh,
gonna wait till Thursday to find out what's on the menu. Hey,
oh, okay, got you.
you
Yeah,
gotta
no, no,
tune in,
no.
you gotta tune in on
Yeah,
Thursday, man. They got
yeah, but I got you. No, I'm going to my brother's house, man. That's my plan.
That's awesome, man. It's awesome. But hey, man, we got the OBJ Bowl, right? I think that's what has been taped. I think that's what they actually said. You know what? This is officially the OBJ Bowl, which is crazy to think. It's actually NFC East 7-3 teams, right? And we've already met the Giants earlier. And yesterday I did say at Gillette Stadium, but it's actually MetLife, right? So I messed up on yesterday. So sorry for my boo boo yesterday, but I mean, OBJ, man. What have we heard about the OBJ situation, Harvey?
I mean, a lot of people might know, but him and Dak have been talking for a while now. So we know that's been going back and forth. And I think, before we got on, you said that they've been talking for a while about this, about playing with each other. So I know that. I don't know. It's been kind of a little bit quiet. I think Stephen Jones said it before. He's like, that's a strategic move. So I won't talk about that. So what does that tell you, man?
Yeah.
Jerry Jones's fingerprints is all over this. So we will see, man. We will see the OBJ Bowl and see what happens on Thursday, though.
Let me ask you this: do you think if because this is like you said, the OBJ Bowl, Cowboys come away victorious, and let's just say OBJ comes in, who's giving up that jersey, right? Because I know MG. I mean, he's 13, but Anthony Brown's number 3. Who's gonna give up that jersey number?
I don't know. I don't know. That's interesting. I don't know. It's interesting, man. We'll have to do like some kind of poll or something, Jerry, for that number. Probably sooner than later.
Yeah, you know what? As soon as we're off, I will look up the available jersey numbers that are available, and then we can kind of see who what would look good on OBJ. Ramiro, nice to hear from you. How do you feel the Giants depleted O line versus Dallas D? And we were just talking about that yesterday, right? It was crazy because everybody's suffering from a neck injury, which is like that's kind of like the worst things for a offensive lineman to suffer, man. But we're gonna hop into that. But just to kind of go and just top off some of the breaking news that we have in store. Sunday night between the Colts, the Cowboys and Colts matchup, it's a go. Today was the deadline to actually flex that out, and NFL decided to stay with it. So it just shows you that, you know, all my rants about they should just put the Cowboys on prime time is actually it's actually true, man. I mean, Cowboys is a must see TV all the time, man. Um, what do you think about that one? I mean, shoot. I mean, I know it's kind of hard to get ahead, but it's all about the moolah, baby.
It is, man. Come on, man. You think the NFL is gonna take him out of that slot? Hey, not only the Cowboy fans gonna watch, the haters are gonna watch
Oh
too,
yeah,
man.
man. That's why I love.
So
That's why I would love a full time prime time for the Cowboys, man. It just a little tip of
like
the hat.
like like you said the other time, right? It's nighttime drama, man.
It
It's
is, man.
regardless. Yeah.
It is. It's the best
So
too. All Cowboy games are like they're all full of drama. So, Anna, nice to hear from you. Do you feel the Giants' offense will be more run heavy than the Vikings? Man, we're just talking about that pregame, right? So, right before we jump into that, we just want to let you know Tyron Smith looking good. Jerry Jones named him starter, and he's going to get his left tackle position back. Little side notes: of course, Jason Peters played left tackle. Tyler Smith played left guard. Um, Harvey, I mean, you saw that little snippet I sent you. What did you see? Did you like it?
Yeah, I did, man. I think this kid's just talented. He's raw, and
You're
I
talking
have
about
to
Tyler
take
Smith, right?
Tyler Smith.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
Tyler
okay.
Smith. I just think just put him wherever, man. Just make sure he's in the offensive line. He's too good not to be on there, regardless of where he's at. And I just like his movement. His movement is so fluid, man. So regardless of what they want to do, I think he'll be fine wherever they're at. If they want him at left guard, that's even more. I mean, that guy's fast. He's faster than I thought he would be playing the game. So I love it, man. Whatever gets us a win, I will take it.
I'm with you on that one, but I will say this. I mean, it looks like he's ready to just punch anybody, and he gets to the second level real fast, man. So, like you said, it's a great thing. So, look, the question was, do you feel the Giants' offense will move more run heavy than the Vikings? So let's look at their let's actually see, right? Okay, let's look back at it, the first game, right? Overall, statistically, let's break it down. It was a Cowboys victory of 23-16. That was at MetLife, not Gillette. Gillette is for the Patriots, right? Cooper Rush was our quarterback at that time. You know, he passed 21. He was 21 of 31 attempts. He passed for 215 yards and a touchdown. Tony Pollard carried the ball 13 times, 105 yards. No TDs. He averaged 8.1 yards. Ezekiel Elliott rushed for 15 carries, 73 yards, 4.9 average, one touchdown. Cooper Rush didn't. He got -1 yard. CeeDee Lamb, that was the game for CeeDee Lamb. I mean, he had that big drop, I think, and then he came up with those two big clutch plays
Yeah.
that really sealed the deal. Then, of course, we saw Noah Brown, but Noah Brown, we've already talked about this, has that connection with Cooper Rush. Peyton Hendershot, man, I can't wait to see him get the ball more, man. And Jake Ferguson too, man, and Semi, man. I can't wait. The future looks very, very bright. Let's look at the Giants. Daniel Jones was 20 of 37 attempts. So we made him actually make more passing attempts in the game. He actually had 196 yards and one interception. Saquon rushed 14 times, 81 yards, 5.8 average. He even had a TD against us. Daniel Jones had 9 carries, 79 yards. So he actually matched Saquon Barkley, but he had better average of 8.8. Of course, Richie James, they tried doing a little bit of Richie James, one rush, 4 yards. Matt Breida, one for 3. Sterling Shepard was the actual standout wide receiver, 5 receptions, 49 yards. I believe he's on IR. Saquon Barkley, four receptions, 45 yards. Daniel Bellinger, I think he's out also. They're tight end, four catches, 40 yards. Richie James has been their actual, he's actually been their standout wide receiver. David Sills, 2 catches, 20 yards. Chris Merrick, I believe that's the way you say his name. And Kenny Galladay didn't even catch the ball. So their rookie Wan'Dale Robinson, that they're very high on him. I believe they'd select him in the 3rd round. He's actually out for the year or the remainder of the year with a torn ACL. So yeah, just saw the semifinalists for the semifinalists for the Hall of Fame. Do you feel like Ware and Woodson will get in? Oof, man. Last year I was mad that DeMarcus Ware did not get in, man. I mean, he deserves that, man. I mean,
I
shoot.
think I think a lot of people have, and it's known throughout Cowboy Nation that these writers and all these voters, what do they have against the Dallas Cowboys? What is it? Why does it take so long for somebody to get in that's deserving? I'll tell you what, Woodson, think about other than the other Woodson from
Rod.
yeah, from Pittsburgh, he set the standard for playing on the line and then playing deep as a safety, and he almost kind of set that tone going on from the early 90s all the way into the 2000s. You have to have that safety that can carry those tight ends now. So I think he set the standard for that, and for them not to recognize that and all the Super Bowls he's won, it's kind of depleting for us, man. But I hope Ware should be an automatic. Woodson, on the other hand, I don't know what it is they have against him, but I think he should get in as well.
So I think Charles is a Hall of Famer. They were asking about Rod, right?
No, they're talking about
Charles.
huh?
Charles. Oh, Darren Woodson.
There, yeah,
Our
there,
guy.
yeah,
Our guy.
R Woodson. That's what I was saying, R Woodson.
Oh man, Darren Woody,
But
man.
I was comparing him to Rod Woodson as far
Yeah,
as you know during those years or whatever. But I don't understand why he's not in, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't get it.
I agree. I mean, I agree. I think that I mean Darren was actually very instrumental with the first Super Bowls that we got, and he was a young player when
He
we got
was.
player when we got those Super Bowls with him, and then of course DeMarcus Ware he actually went out and he got his Super Bowl ring too. But I will say, you know, I think for sure we might see one of those tickets being punched in, and I think it's gonna be. I think it will go to the Marcus Ware. And the Marcus Ware has done great. Darren Woodson eventually, I think he will find his way in. It's just kind of hard, right? Because he wasn't always like a me guy. You know what I mean? He wasn't like a
Yeah.
Deion Sanders or anybody flashy. He just went and laid the wood. I think they even called him Woody right for a while. So
Yep.
oh man, but let's get back to the offensive matchup right now, right? So the that one question you'd ask, right? Do you feel the Giants offense will be more run heavy than the Vikings? I mean, Harvey, you want to say, what you think the game plan should be here?
I think that you know, the Giants kind of have to do that. They have to. They have no choice. If you want to get in, if you want to pass the ball and have those rushers come at you more times than you're running, then I think you're going to be in trouble, Jerry. Honestly, like you have to run the ball. You have to establish the run as much as you don't want to and throw the ball. Go ahead and throw the ball. See what happens to you when you throw the ball. Actually, I want you to throw the ball. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I just think that's the formula, man, is to run the ball.
No, yeah, yeah. I think if anything, what we could do is even if we force Daniel Jones to be the actual person running the ball, even better because after you become a runner, of course, anything after he's down is pretty much fair game, right? So the more hits you can give a quarterback, I mean, I think that just helps your defense tee off and put that fear in him. And we saw him shooken up after every hit that he would take, after every rush he did. So I rather put it in his arms. He had, I believe, in this last game, if I'm not mistaken, he actually had passed the ball for I want to say it was 42 attempts, which is crazy, right? Because obviously what they did was the Lions forced Daniel Jones. It was 44 attempts. He did pass for 341 yards. So just shows you there's some things that the Lions need to fix on their defense, but you ain't gonna get 341 yards on the Cowboys, that's for sure. But they did give up 2 interceptions. Daniel Jones did have 7 carries, 50 yards. He averaged 7.1. Saquon was shut out, 15 yards, 22 yards. So I think Cowboys defense can tee off, which we're going to talk about both defenses tomorrow, right? Because tomorrow will be Wednesday. Uh, we'll break those down, but I will say this: if you can make it one-sided, stop Saquon, make Daniel Jones be the one to beat you. I like our chances, especially with a fast Damone Clark, man. Right now, Damone it looks like he's starting to catch groove. He's starting to he's starting to see where he fits in, and he's
He
making some
is.
good plays, man. I even saw him on the edge, man, which is crazy.
Yeah, I saw that too. I was
Which
like,
is
that's
what
kind of weird.
you said it too, right? Like, oh, kind of like a Michael, use him like a Michael, but I was like, no, he's gonna be the Mike. But no, I saw him lined up at edge, and I'm like, whoa, hold on a minute, we got something here. You know what I mean? Like the flexibility that this allows you to have, So, we will jump into that tomorrow. But from what we've seen, I think that for right now, for us to be able to take advantages, that's what we need to take advantage of is make it lopsided, make Daniel Jones either rush or pass. And I think if we do that, it's going to be a great matchup for the Dallas Cowboys. So, how do you feel? Clark played against the Vikings, and do you see him starting over Barr?
Hey,
Yes, we were just talking about
every
that. That's crazy.
everybody wants to talk about defense today, huh?
Yeah, man. I think we started with the wrong subject today. But hey, man, real quick, like I said, I mean, I saw him playing at edge. It was insane. I think his
Yeah.
flexibility on defense, man. I don't care if it's Dan Quinn or I don't know any other name. Brady Quinn. I don't know. I don't care what Quinn it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure if you're a defensive coordinator, you would know exactly how to use every player that this defense the Cowboys have. Do you think Diggs will travel with Shepard? I think Shepard is actually out. Let me get that confirmation real quick. I think he was. I think
I
he's
thought,
actually
yeah,
out with
I
the
thought he
with
was out
torn.
too.
Just to verify, I believe he had a torn ACL this year. Just to get a confirmation on that
Cause
because
that wasn't that the time when OBJ tweeted like that's why he didn't like turf.
yes, it was a non-contact leg injury that was
Yeah.
on September 26, 2022, or the day before.
Yep. Yep.
So in this case, in this case, from what we've kind of seen was Wandale was kind of like the guy that they were leaning on.
Yep.
Uh, Fidel, what's up, Fidel? Yeah, he is out. Yeah, we did
He's
confirm
out.
that. Yeah,
Yep.
so Wandale Robinson was the one who I think he caught 9 passes last week, had a ton of yards. So he
He
was the
did.
go-to. He was the go-to for the Giants last week. So, when you look at that, overall, I think that man, the Giants they need OBJ just as much as anybody. I think right now at this point in the season, but you know, can you imagine the pressure that OBJ would have if he was to go with the Giants? I mean, people are going to be like, oh, he's going to be. People are anointing him the savior. You know what I mean? This is the OBJ Bowl. Darius Slayton, 5 receptions, 86 yards. Richie James, 3 yards, 48 yards. Isaiah Hodgins, 3 catches, 29 yards. Kenny Galladay got some action, 2 catches, 29 yards. Lawrence Kager, 2 catches, 20 yards. Matt Prada, 1 catch, 16 yards. Saquon, 2 catches, 13. So that is exactly who the Cowboys need to tee off, and I like our chances. You know what I mean? Follow the blueprint from last time, and they win the game.
100%.
I love,
100%, man.
I'm,
Like, yeah, there's no, I mean, stop the run and then you force them to be one dimensional, pass the ball and it's over, man. Our defense takes over. That's the recipe.
I knew exactly where you're going with it, Ram. I knew you were talking about Slayton, but it's all good, man. Yeah, man. Darius Slayton, I think that makes it easier, right? I mean, we don't even need to put Trayvon Diggs on that. I think that Slayton would give, if anything, that would be a great opportunity to give some reps to the players that need them,
Yeah.
right? Obviously Anthony Brown needs to shore up some things, on the back end. I think that we need a healthy Anthony Brown, and of course, as much as I hate to say it, we need to get Kelvin Joseph involved to see. I didn't
I
like
mean,
him. I didn't like what I
Jerry,
saw, but I will say this: he's a good tackler. If you look back at the last game, he tackled really good.
yeah, he did. I think the corners actually tackled a lot better. It looks like they were a little bit more aggressive. That's
Yeah.
what I saw. But I think with Slayton and Diggs, I don't think you really have to follow anybody unless somebody's really beating you. Then you make that switch to follow that player, whoever it is.
So look, Fidel says here, Giants are not a team that's built to come from behind. Let me ask you that. So should the game plan be put up as many points in the board in the
Yep.
beginning?
Yep.
Fast start,
Hmm.
get Zeke to close it out. Zeke, let Tony, Zeke, Malik kind of have that same approach as the Vikings.
Tony needs to start though. You know, Jerry. We start fast when he starts.
What up, Kendall? What's up?
Kendo,
What's up?
hey, them Lions, bro. I appreciate it.
That's Kendall. The Patriots. Well, besides the Packer game, right? Oh
Really,
man,
Fidel?
why the Packer game was 2 weeks ago, man. Why you have to
Hey, you
bring?
know what though? I'll take it though. I'll take it from Fidel. You know why? We needed that Packer
Yeah, we
game.
did. We did. It was
We
worth
we
it.
honestly needed that to happen to realize some things. So I'll take it, man. I'll take it.
So awesome. The NFL changed the name to John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration. That
Ooh.
is something that is not
Hey,
being
man.
talked about, man.
Hey, you can say what you want, but maybe I'm just a real football guy, God, whatever it is, right? But when they said that, man, a tear almost came out of my eye, man. For real. Like, if you're a true football fan, that means a lot to the NFL, to John Madden, probably his family. It means a lot, man. It means a lot.
I'm not gonna lie. He's the reason why I fight for a turkey leg, bro. I mean, if you want to bring up some traumatic, things right here, Richard Allen. The thing is, the Cowboys' fifth gear is scary. The question is, do you think they can reach it consistently? Consistently.
Who the fuck is that guy?
My bad.
Oh,
Oh, whoa,
we're
wrong audio. Wrong audio. No. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go.
yeah. Hey, that's a good.
So,
Hey,
it's
that's
a
a
great
good
question.
question.
It is a great
Yeah.
question. The thing is,
Uh,
the fifth gear is scary. Yeah. So the question is, do you think they can reach it consistently? I think that right now, the way we're seeing Coach Mike McCarthy right now, I think he understands that it's do or die, man. They don't got no other chances, man. They gotta string up at least, I would say, I mean, aside from their division, they gotta get at least a string of 3 wins, man, to really solidify themselves for for especially for the playoff seeding. You know what I mean? Darius Slayton, the only threat on Giants offense besides Saquon. We agree, man. That's exactly right. But I don't think that we need to put Trayvon on him 24/7. We can let Trayvon do what he does and just shut down that side of the field. Uh
so, so I'm gonna go back to the question, the fifth gear question, right?
well, hold
Because I
on,
want
man.
to.
Look at this. He's
I know. Hey, let him be, man. Let him. Go ahead. Go ahead. Get him. Get him.
Guy. Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
It's all joke.
It's all fun, Richard Allen.
It
But
is, man.
yeah, the fifth gear though, it's true. He's right. I think we have to be consistent, and I've been saying that. Can they do it again? And if they can do it again, I'm telling you, as much as the Cowboys take a lot of news in the NFL, everybody's gonna perk up a little bit more because that could be very scary, man. But yeah, they have to be consistent, and that at the end of the day, that falls on Dan Quinn and Mike McCarthy to make sure those guys are ready.
No, yeah. Well said. Great question, Richard. And you said for my commander's sake, I hope they don't, right? But I'll tell you, I'll tell you this much right now. I mean, I will say this. I think that the Commanders are a team that nobody should sleep on right now.
Yeah, for real,
Everybody needs to be on their P's and Q's.
100%.
This NFC East, I mean, I've been saying it all East West season long. Even Cowboy Cast is it's the NFC East is just it's really ahead of the game. It's great though to see us back in that stronghold of the actual the entire conference, right? Because I remember for years and years it was always the NFC East, always. And then from there, it was just like, man, like the last 4 seasons, it's just been like, oh, it's the Cowboys, and it made. I mean, even though each victory counted the most to us, it was one of those things where it just didn't feel the same, because I mean, at times past it was harder. I mean, we had real competition with each team that we played. But I'll tell you this, I mean, Commanders, I like what you guys
Hey,
have, and I believe Chase Young actually just got activated, so should make that
they're
defensive front scarier
Jerry,
again.
they're aren't they gritty, man? They're like gritty, man. They're like, you know what I'm saying? Like
They are.
it's almost they're like, man, but
Well,
I'm
I see that more in Tyler Heineke, man. I think he's
yeah,
very
but
greedy,
when
gritty
he
guy.
does that, the team comes together. And I'll say this: the Commanders made a horrible mistake by getting Carson Wentz, but it's all good. You gave up some picks of money. But
I didn't
I
think they
don't
give up
see
too
it.
much. Didn't give up too much.
Yeah, but yeah,
You y'all can win in so many ways. We have to win gritty. Yeah, you're actually right.
yeah,
And I think especially right now, the key for every NFL team that's especially the ones that are in the playoff race is going to come down to who is tough, who are the tougher teams. And I think a good team to actually see is Tennessee Titans, man. They're one of the tougher teams, and we're going to see the Tennessee Titans. We're going to see the Texans, Colts, Titans, Jags, and then the Commanders to end it all for us. So I mean, the road doesn't get easy I think for any NFL team right now, but dang, it's kind of hard for the Cowboys, man. We got a set of we got some rock star teams that we're gonna face off in the next couple of weeks. And like you
yeah.
said, the turnover is not easy for anybody, but it's unfortunate that the Giants, they have the banged up offensive line, and then of course they have the banged up wide receiver core. I understand the OBJ would probably be the best thing for them, but I mean, you can't put that kind of pressure on somebody that's coming off 2 ACL tears to the same knee injury, right? So Yeah, what do you think, man?
Look, this is what I'll say. If I let me think. Hold on. If I was OBJ, Dallas's defense, Giants defense, Dallas.
Hmm.
Dallas's offense versus Giants offense. Two back monster. I mean, come on. Is there really a question? Honestly, at this point, I think he's just enjoying the festivities. He already knows he's coming to Dallas. Unless he changes it, I might be wrong, but I think he's just enjoying the festivities at this point, Jerry.
Yeah, I think he's having fun. I mean, Dak and Zeke have always had a great bond and friendship with him off season. So, for the most part that's where it is. I do feel like this is like it was destined to happen. I remember when, he used to be a Giant, I used to like want him to be paired across from Dez, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, that would be great to have Dez and LBJ on the same team. But that's just the inner fan of me talking. But I knew it was hard because this is a business. Little things real quick about the actual game. Just so you know, PFF has the New York Giants offensive line ranked 18th. And since we do have a commander on there, commanders are ranked 15th. The Cowboys offensive line is actually ranked, just to be safe. Oh, no, not safe, but just to be correct, it's 6. So,
You
just one
moved
of the,
up, huh?
yeah, we moved up a lot, man. We moved up. I think we were 10th last week.
12, or the week
So
before
I
that it
think
was
the
12.
Jason Peters move and all that really,
Yeah.
yeah, the week before that was 12. I just need a happy Thanksgiving for once. Hey, Chris, I think we're
Chris,
all in it together, man. We're
hey,
all in it together, man.
I gotta give a shout out to Chris Swift, man. That's my boy. I haven't talked to him in a while, man. I appreciate you coming in. Yeah.
It's always love, man. It's always love.
Yeah, but he's right. So yeah, man, he's right. Yeah, we need a happy Thanksgiving, man.
Man, I'll tell you this, that would be, I mean, and it's the perfect time, right? Because I believe it's at 3:30 p.m. Central, which is 4:30 your time. So it's like a perfect game to soak it all in, and it would allow us to enjoy the last game in peace, right? So, it is what it is. But hey, he's showing you some love. What up, brother? Love you, man.
I love that dude, man. I'm telling you, I don't care what anybody says. Chris Swift, man, he's a great dude. Great Cowboy fan too.
Oh, nice. Even better, man. He gets a double
Yeah,
plus
come
now.
on, double applause.
Yes, sir. Hey, but I love all our I love this Cowboys Nation that's on here, man. I mean, you guys make this even special for us. I think that, if anything, we love it. We're on the path of growth together. Hey, you guys continue this down this path. Like I said, we had a cap giveaway. It was to Jose. His name is Joe Rios. He was lucky winner. But for those you guys have been commenting on Facebook, make sure you make the switch over to the YouTube, subscribe on there, because eventually we're going to make that transition to YouTube. So, and then of course there's a little notification. You turn that on and boom, you get the alert when we go live. Oh, and up next, we do have another giveaway right here. Look at this thing. You know how many compliments, and if you really, really want some attention, this is the cap to do it, man. This is true brand. It's actually, some people don't like him. I feel bad for him, Ben DiNucci, right? But Ben DiNucci worked together with True Brand and became an investor. And this is actually what every Cowboys player actually wears, post game, pre game, and it's a great story behind it. I think up until the Houston Texans, that's the day that we're going to do that giveaway for that one. So a lot of it's going to be focused on the YouTube subscriptions, even though I believe, we still need to see how it goes, right? But I think the only one that probably won't be available to do that one will be Joe. But Joe, we love you, right? It's just one of those things, 30-day clause, I believe, is the name. But for the most part, I mean, if it wasn't for you guys, man, well, we'd still be doing this. But you know what I mean? If you guys make it fun and better,
Yeah, man, for sure.
for sure. But other than that, I mean, that kind of sums it up, man. I mean, Cowboys, we're averaging 209 passing yards, of course, a lot of this needs some cleaning up because Dak hadn't been here for a while. 136 rushing, and we've been scoring 25 points a game. And Giants are scoring 20.5 points a game. I think Fidel kind of hit the nail on the coffin when he said, hey, this team's not built to, come from behind. And you're right. I think it's kind of hard for a lot of teams to come from behind with the Dallas Cowboys because when you have Dak and, let's just say that it's within reach. I mean, Dak's going to air it out. Unfortunately, Kellen Moore is going to air it out. So, and, I just trust in Kellen Moore right now. So, for the most part, that does it, man. For the offensive lineman and, of course, the OBJ Bowl, like I said, my prediction is I believe he will be a Cowboy. We're going to see about that poll, man. We're going to see what jersey numbers are available, see if Anthony Brown will be one to give up that 3. I think that was his OBJ's college number. That was why it was so significant for him. But hey, make sure everybody's following us on all social medias, man. I mean, if you don't get to see this on YouTube, stay tuned. If you whatever your cup of tea is, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, and we're even on TikTok. We're even on YouTube Reels. So the little snippets. I hope you guys appreciate it. Christopher Cruz, man, woo! We got a newcomer. Yo, Harvey. I disagree with your last segment. I believe the Cowboys can win using the offensive game plan. The 49ers do it all the time with their running back, and a matter of fact, Debo acts like a running back. Oh, you know what he's talking about? He's talking about the little cut up, the little snippet where you're saying about the wide receivers need to step up for the Dallas Cowboys.
They do, man. We have all our opinions, right?
Yeah. Well, so on this one, he's just saying, hey, what about how the 49ers, they've been able to reach a super, I guess he's meaning they got to reach the Super Bowl with that approach because the Cowboys reached the Super Bowl. So it's good to have those disagreements, and that's what makes it beautiful. Is that
man. So I do, we got to run the ball, right? But I don't know, Pollard catching the ball out of the backfield that many times, that's not going to happen every game.
They got to make up for all the times that he didn't catch it. You know what I mean? Because I will say this: Pollard was a majority wide receiver at Memphis.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard. I know TV. We've known him as a running back in the NFL, but I think you're right, Harvey. I think somebody in the wide receiver group out there looking back, somebody just needs to step up and be able to make those plays.
Trust me. If we could run it like 55 times, I'd run it 55 times and pass one. Trust me, if that gave us a win. But it's NFL, man. We gotta be flexible but we'll see, man. We'll see what the game plan is going forward.
Somebody's been paying attention to those snippets. I knew it, man.
Yeah. I appreciate it, Cruz. Thanks, man.
Hey, man, the TikTok is vicious, man. Why are you guys so mean there in TikTok, man? It's crazy, man. As long as we can jump to an early lead and keep the ball in Daniel Jones' hands, it will play straight into our defensive strength. Yep. Man, I'm just going to favorite that right there. That's going to stay as a favorite. And I'll tell you, you go and take it away, Harvey. Swift's your guy, man.
Yeah, man. Swift's right, man. Like I said, we have to start off fast. Have them play from behind. Like Fidel said, they can't play from behind. And if that defense pins their ears back and rushes, it's over, man. You've seen it. It's over. And especially with the depleted offensive line, it's a recipe for a win, man.
Oh, man. Look, Chris is showing you some love, man. That's
appreciate it, Chris, man.
So Kendall, our Patriots insider, right? Tune into the West Coast Cowboy coming up next on the East West Football. So yeah, I'll be on that. If you guys want to go ahead and check out some West Coast, get them West Coast vibes, make sure you tune in. It's actually going to happen in 15 minutes. So that's it for us today, man. But tune in tomorrow. We'll go a little bit earlier than usual. Well, I'm saying than the last 2 days. We'll go up, about 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Thank you all, and we'll see you tomorrow. We're going to cover defense.